Today I'll be showing you how to use the Facebook Ads Library to spy on other people's Facebook ads. That way you'll have a better idea of what works for the industry or the niche that you're in, as well as get some ideas of what type of copy in the ad creative works best. So as you can see, we are already in the Facebook Ads Library. If you've never been to it before, it's facebook.com/ads/library. When you land on the page, it's going to look a lot like this. And I'm going to assume that most of you are running your ads to an American audience, especially if you're trying to grow basically the number of likes on your Facebook page. So we're going to leave the geographic region of the United States as it is. We definitely want to make sure we're doing all ads. This is not selected by default. I've already selected that myself. And I feel like here's like the real trick to this. What you want to search for here to spy on other people's ads is the type of creatives that you see a lot, right? And that's going to be for people who are growing their Facebook pages by likes. It's going to be things like, if you love cats, then then like this page, right? So with that in mind, that's the type of stuff we're going to search for. We're not going to search for cats because we're going to get a million different products and brands advertising. Instead, we're going to search for that phrase that seems like everyone who's growing a Facebook page with a likes campaign is using. Like this page, right? Now, of course, it's not going to be just people who are growing, the number of likes on their pages who are using this, so we're going to see some other stuff as well. The important thing to keep in mind when you are searching the Facebook ad library, regardless of what you're searching for, is that you put whatever it is you're searching for in the quotation marks. That way you only get things that match that exactly. So what I'm going to show you here is how to look for other sites that are usually running that same campaign as you, trying to grow the number of likes on the page. So we're going to search for like this page in quotes. So as you can see, there are only 760 results that come up with this exact phrase because we've searched for it in quotes. So then we just start scrolling through here. Now the first thing to keep in mind as you are going through the Facebook Ads Library, if you've never done it before, is that it is in reverse chronological order. So it's going to start with the most recent ads that have been, running for people. And we can see that the top ones here, they're not relevant to what we're looking for. However, the third ad here is. You can see it's for a page called War Games Player. It says, for fans of war games, like this page to show your interest. And I almost forgot. There is one thing I'm going to tell you towards the end of this video that is the biggest mistake that I see people making with their ads, so make sure you stick around for that. Okay, so back focusing on this War Games thing, if you are running, a similar page, you can see that this person is running this. They've got 401 likes so far, but the ad just started, it looks like, on September 7th. Now, when I'm trying to spy on other people's, ads and stuff on this Facebook Ads Library, what I'm looking for is a date that is much older than, the current date that I'm searching, because if it's an older date, that tells me they're getting a good rate on that, like per like, because it's still running all this time later, right? So I definitely do not want to be paying too much attention to any ads that are brand new, like this War Games one, or ads that are no longer active, because that probably means they didn't work out too well for that person. But like I said, let's just scroll through here and see what we can find. So here's someone who's running a page about cottages. It says if you like cottagecore, then like this page. 751 people like, but again, this has just started running on the 7th. And I'm going to show you something else super interesting that you can do here within the Facebook ad library in a moment. But first I want to find just a page that's had an ad that's been running just a little bit longer. We have Joy of Cats here. They've got over 2,300 likes. If you love cats, like this page, also started running on the 7th. Home Maintenance Success. These are going to be people who are either one, trying to grow, their Facebook page with a likes campaign to try to get the Facebook bonus, or people who are growing their page trying to get people so they can send them back to their niche site or their website. That's not going to be, 100% of the people, but most of the time that's what this type of ad with this particular type of wording is for. Indoor Plant Society, hamster, again, we can look through here and see like what kinds of Facebook pages are people making, what kind of ads are they running, what kind of likes do they already have on the page, things like that. And then we have real businesses, of course, although this may be someone's website, not a business. see here, what was this? Let's just scroll down a lot here. Like I said, let's find something that's older, that's still active, that shows us they're getting a pretty good rate. What I like to see is something under 4 cents a like for the campaigns that I run. If I don't get that, I will stop a campaign, change the entire creative, and try something different. And of course, the lower you can get that rate, the better, especially if you're running a likes campaign and you're trying to get to 10,000 likes, which is what I typically try to get to. So let's just scroll down a little more here. Let's see what day we happen to be on. August 28th. Not as old as I would like, but definitely, you know, older than the ones for September 7th. So we have someone running a Patriots Network site. Got a lot of likes here, 219,000. A coffee website, 9,188 likes. This has been running since the 28th. This is actually an interesting one we can see right off the bat here because it has a person's face there for the page instead of like maybe a coffee shop or a coffee cup or something like that. That's actually a quick tip I didn't intend on sharing today, but in my testing, if you are trying to grow a Facebook page with likes, you know, for the bonus program or to just get clicks back to your website, having a person's face there instead of something like a coffee cup does get you better engagement because people like to engage with people, right? So that's why that works out better. This one says it's Good Vibes Gazette, but we have a picture of a dog here. I'll go ahead and actually show you one of the things that I like to do. Like I said, I typically like to see older ad creatives that have been running for, you know, a longer time that are still working. But I don't want this video, you know, to be an hour long. So we're just gonna stop right here. Any ad you see where you want more information, maybe you just want to check out the page, or if you want to see like, hey, are they running any other ads? What does that look like? How long have those ads been running? All you have to do is click right here where it says see ad details. And you can see like about the advertiser. You can see a bigger, you know, image here so that it's easier to read, you know, more than the smaller stuff. You actually are really going to want to enlarge this like this if there's a lot of text in the ad to make sure that you see it all. You can see that they're only running this on Facebook, which tells me that they are trying to do, you know, this for the purposes that I discussed. To give you an alternative situation here, I run a local newsletter, so when I'm running ads for that local newsletter, I'm not, you know, sticking to just Facebook. I'm also using Instagram. So you would see Instagram there for the platforms as well. I actually use this exact same process to spy on other newsletters who are running ads as well. Okay, so we have about the advertiser right here. You can see more information, how many followers they have, things like that. And I'll show you another quick tip if you want to. Basically, if you land on a Facebook page and you're like, I wonder if they're running any ads. So let's go ahead and go right to the page. Because I want to show you how to access these ads without having to visit the ads library. Lock this pop-up. Okay, so if you go to the About page on any Facebook page and then click on Page Transparency, you can see right here if a page is currently running ads or not. You have to click See All in order to be able to make that actually a clickable link for you. Scroll down here, ads from this page, go to Ad Library. That's going to bring up right where we were with the exception of we are looking only at the ads that this specific page is running. They are only running one ad, so you can see it listed right there. If they were running other ads, they would be listed here as well. We'll get one of those examples for you as well. So let's close this page. Back to our original thing. Wanted to show you if you are within the Facebook ads library, you've opened up an ad like this to get more details. Hover over, or did I have to click? Let's see. So it is just you hover over the name of the page. You'll see this button right here, View Ads. Click on that. You get the same kind of screen we just saw. This is another way you can get to it. So if you're already in the ads library, this is the quickest way to get to it. If you are starting out on a Facebook page, the other way I just showed you is the faster option. This does not open in a new tab though, so you do have to use the back button to get back to where you were. I think it's going to start us back up at the top though, so let's see. Looks like, yes, we are back up at the top. So let's just scroll through here. I want to show you, we'll just use this Moon and Cottage one since we can see from here that they are running multiple ads. There may even be older ads that we don't see quite yet. So again, we'll click on Ad Details here, click on About the Advertiser, hover over, View Ads. So we can see they have 5 ads that are currently running. And these are just like when you're in the Facebook ads library by itself. These are going to be in order of most recent to oldest. Scroll on through here. So they have no ads older than the 7th of September. But it does show you what each of the ads look like. You can see how the images vary. Sometimes you'll see different actual wording on the ads if someone's testing that kind of stuff out. If you find a page that's running a bunch of ads and they are in the same niche as you, what I like to do personally is screenshot all of the ads that they were running, come back in a few weeks, see which ones survived. Most of the time what you're going to find here is that they've cut the ones that didn't perform well, and all that is left are the ones that they were getting the best return on investment on. And that's something that's important for you to take note of if you are forming your own strategy with your own ad creatives. And just because I don't want this video to go on forever, I'm going to go ahead now and jump to what I was going to tell you here at the end, which is the #1 mistake that I see people making. And we are jumping to that because I see 2 instances of it on the screen right now. So if we look at this first ad here, has the like my page in the creative here with the arrow pointing down, which that arrow is going to be pointing right at the like the page button. Then we'll look at the third ad over here, love cottagecore, then click the thumb below. Again, trying to point the person who is seeing this ad in their feed, point their eye down in the direction of the like button just to get that like. The secret here is this works extremely well in an ad campaign to get those likes. If you ran this same ad without that imagery, without that line of text and that hand pointing down, you would get vastly different numbers, much lower numbers than this ad in terms of getting those conversions where the people actually click to like the page. But here is the thing that you need to know. This is actually against the terms of service for running your Facebook ads, right? People who have, older, ads accounts with Facebook, you can get away with it, at least for now, right? Like, we don't really know when they're going to start cracking down on this. However, if you have a brand new ads account, you're not going to get away with this. Your ads are not going to get approved. You're going to get your ads account shut down. So if you have a new ad account, definitely do not try this. Do not try to lead the viewer to that like button to increase those conversions, because it's not going to be worth it in the end. And honestly, the same applies to anyone who has an aged account. Yes, you can get away with it right now. Yes, that will get you, the lower cost per like. But at what end cost? Because they are eventually going to, kind of like put the kibosh on this, right? So you don't want to get caught up in that when they do shut it down. The other thing I want to show you, let's go back here, is how we can have some variations in how we're searching for these ads, right? So we use like this page. Another common thing in these types of campaigns is if you like. So let's type that in and see what comes up. If you like. If I can type that is, just see what comes up now. We're going to see some different things. One thing I found about the Facebook ads library is that it's a little quirky in terms of sometimes you'll get 2 different sets of results for the exact same search, right? So even though we just saw something that said if you like, they may not show up here today. But if we do the same search later or tomorrow, it'll show back up. It's just like some kind of weird thing that I've noticed. So we have GameSpy here, 41,000. Clearly it's some type of gaming brand. Give us a thumbs up if you like this game logo. Let's see what else we can find here for other sites who are doing this. One thing I found with this particular if you like, you're going to get a lot more like brands and things like that, not the types of sites who are just running, like campaigns to try to get into the Facebook bonus program and things like that to grow their site. Let's see here, not grow their site, I'm sorry, grow their page. I have found the like this page to be the best thing to search for when you are wanting to find other people who are basically trying to just grow a Facebook page with a likes campaign. Let's see here, see if we find anything. You can also search by, like just keywords like coffee, dogs, things like that. The problem with that, though, is that you're going to get a lot more real businesses who are running ads. It's going to be much harder to find, people who have, niche sites, people who are just growing Facebook pages to get into the bonus program. So easy recipes. Here's one that is clearly trying to get into the bonus program because it's super lucrative in the food and recipe niche. But you'll notice they're doing that thing that I said that's going to get you burned, especially if you have a new ad account. Eventually, on aged accounts, they press this thumb. It works incredibly well, but like I said, you're technically not supposed to do it, so it will come back to bite you. I suspect this is one of the ones that is running multiple ads. See a lot of these accounts. 19 ads running by, Easy Recipes Facebook page. All doing this. Click on, press this thumb. See if we have any older than the 7th. No, we don't. So this is a new page, or they have an all new ad set from what they had in the past. I really had hoped to come across some that were no longer active. That's something you're going to have to pay attention to as you are scrolling through here. You can see right here under the library ID, the status of the ad. Make sure it says active if you are using it for inspiration for your own ads. And of course, if you're targeting another country, don't leave it in the United States. Do whatever country it is that you are trying to serve for the ad creative that you want to do. But otherwise, it's really pretty simple. It's a pretty easy way to spy on what other people are doing and what is working for them. And like I said, number one mistake I see people making is, using that forbidden thing of instructing people to click the like button there with the little arrow or the finger pointing or something like that. And yeah, if you've never run a campaign before or you're just looking for tips, this is definitely the way that I do it for the like campaigns that I've been running for my Facebook pages for going on like 3 or 4 years now. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know.